All right, Nullworth. It's now or never. Forget the fact you've been friends with this guy for a while now. You were almost fed the Kool-Aid, and that new guy, who definitely isn't hiding anything, just told you he's a backstabber. And if that wasn't already enough, those hostages right there are. He can't even see you, so you're pretty much in the clear now. All you got to do is blow this place up and put an end to this. All you got to do is...
Huh? Hey! Who's there?
Oh, fuck!
Dear Princess Celestia, before I sat down to write, I wasn't so sure if I had even learned anything today. But like every pony says, sometimes you just need to put pen to paper. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I told Spike to take care of you when you arrived. I'll have to dock his next couple of rations as punishment. But no matter. Roberto said he was going to be a bit late tonight while he fixed something. So in the meantime, let's get started. You already saw part of this, but just for context, Nullworth was almost brainwashed by the residents of Grape Bearth, which he learned, besides being fish fuckers, are actual fishes too. And after just barely avoiding their mind control and imprisonment, he was told by Samuel via a sending message that Sir Grape Bearth is a backstabber. So he evaded the residents of town by casting invisibility and teleportation spells, biding his time until Samuel and the rest of the party come to rescue him. And while stumbling through town, he decided to stop by their temple, in hopes of slowing their cultish activities, where he meets your boy Sir Grape Bearth, praying his heart out over some hostages. Upon seeing Sir Grape Bearth like this, Nullworth decides to turn his father's house into a den of thieves and charred bodies. But before he is able to complete the spell, he steps on a clown horn alerting Sir of his presence. This puts the two of them into immediate combat. Let's see what the party's consensus is of who would win in that fight. Well, that doesn't look good for him, but lack of support has never stopped Nullworth before. Both parties start off combat with a ferocious heart-to-heart talk, with Sir Grape Bearth stating he could kill Nullworth at any moment if he doesn't side with him. And after exchanging words for a bit, Nullworth uses the ancient art of stalling to finish casting his holy bomb. This obliterates the temple, along with the hostages, and Sir Grape Bearth, who was revealed to have been bluffing the entire time, as a single determined rat could have killed him if given the chance. But Nullworth, being a true hero and friend, leaves the charred and dying hostages to suffer in the burning temple, and carries his friend and fellow war criminal out with him. After escaping his recent jihad on the Temple of Fishfuckers, Nullworth resumes his invisible teleporting hijinks, now with Sir's unconscious body in tow. Unfortunately, Sir never started the weight loss program the party nagged him to take, so his fattest really slowed Nullworth down. Nullworth dragged him around for about an hour, until his luck finally started to run out, when Sir's snoring alerted the villagers of their location. At this point, Nullworth was nearly out of power to cast spells, so he left Sir's invisible body on the side of the road, as he hobbled around town for another hour, hoping the town wouldn't be able to find Sir and rejuvenate him by a fish orgy. A bit earlier before this, Bonbon, Boreas, Samuel, and Silas had reconnected with Black Axe Beard, who now had for half-drunk hunters with him to help complete the rescue mission for Nullworth. The hunters and Axe Beard proved to be invaluable, as their magic allowed the party to sneak past a ferocious crew, and the 9 of them were able to make it to the north side of Grape Bearth. After reaching the northern outskirts of town, Samuel sends one more message to Nullworth, telling him they've come to rescue him in their current whereabouts. Wasting no time, Nullworth makes it to them with a pack of angry fish people chasing him, which then begins our party's thrilling and final encounter. Enter scene. Bonbon, Boreas, Samuel, Silas, Gerald of Blood, Black Bozo. His for half-drunk hunters, Nullworth, for angry fish villagers, and a fish priest. Combat begins with the villagers successfully capturing Nullworth in nets, which impede his escape. But thanks to the combined forces of the party, they are able to make quick work of the nets, and the ever-increasing number of fish villagers, so combat goes quite well. That is until 3 rounds later, when Sir Grape Bearth finally shows up, ripped and ready for battle and enshrouded by a fiendish black aura. This aura is actually so intense that along with intimidating the party and boosting the morale of the villagers, it actually succeeds in hurting Gerald of Blood, killing him instantly. After Sir Grape Bearth's menacing entrance and killing the beloved but suicidal Gerald, Samuel asks him kindly but firmly to leave. Sir states he will leave them in peace in exchange for one of them to be sacrificed to his god. Nullworth responds to his demands with fucking mind raping him with psychic lance. This spell allows the party numerous attempts at turning the sway of battle, with Bonbon even going out on the rebound with summoning new skeletons. Despite being outnumbered, however, Sir Grape Bearth is far from outskilled, and after he recovers from his magically induced momentary retardation, he makes quick work of the skeletons. Highlights over the next few rounds include Bonbon getting grabbed by Sir Grape Bearth's eldritch tentacle, Bonbon attempting and failing to disintegrate Sir in return, Ori is ripping Bonbon out of said tentacles, and Nullworth and Bonbon getting shoved into nets again. After all this, Sir Grape Bearth's superior skill in battle turns out to be no match for the party's strength in numbers and guerrilla tactics, and Sir is about to give up on taking any of them away for a sacrifice. That is until his beloved father joins the fight, ready to show that he isn't called daddy for nothing. He then proceeds to absolutely wipe the floor with the party and puts many of them near death. So after seeing Grape Bearth's father display such raw power, they collectively make the prudent decision to call the retreat, while they still possess the power to do so.
You mean that's what they would do if they collectively had an IQ above room temperature? But no, these idiots decided to stay here and get their asses kicked halfway to next Sunday.
Oh, Roberto, I was beginning to wonder if you'd even make it. What kept you so long?
Don't ask.
Well, since you're here, do you want to finish the recap together?
Sure, why the hell not? So anyway, after Daddy Grape Bearth cuts through the party like wet toilet paper, Samuel decides to grow a brain cell for a second and teleports Bonbon away, as she's like 5 rats away from death and still stuck in like 3 nets. But in true party fashion, he just fucking leaves her in the nets lying somewhere out in the forest, as she swears to herself in a fit of autistic rage.
Back over in the main battlefield, it slowly starts to dawn on the remaining party that this might not be a battle they can win, so they begin the retreat perhaps just a bit too late. Nullworth is the next to leave, and just so happens to teleport next to Bonbon, and helps to free her from the nets with a fireball to the face. Then with an attempted capture made on Black Bitch and his hunters, they just barely escape the battlefield with their lives.
This leaves Boreas and Silas, the last 2 remaining party members in battle, determined to live like idiots, or die trying.
And one of them very well might die. With Boreas now unconscious, and Silas left with no clear way to rescue him, things look pretty grim for the party.
But thankfully these shitheads have a player who's still not over that one time he abandoned the party, and Samuel runs back to help get his friends to safety.
And having been told by Samuel that he can save Boreas on his own, Silas runs off at supersonic speed after Samuel just barely manages to grab Boreas and teleport away. This leaves the town of Grape Bearth up Blood Creek without a sacrificial lamb in sight, and so ends our party's thrilling encounter. Well, that was it. And I got to say, Rob, you just make each one of these sessions more exciting than the last. How do you do it?
Adderall and a shit ton of cocaine. Are we done here?
I can't believe I took him out again!
What are you talking about? We got out of there just fine.
No, we did not! Gerald is dead! And worse, my fucking disintegration fizzled out. It was a hair! A little fucking hair from that hairless bear's ugly face! I was this close! Literally this fucking close to melting his face off!
Not to agree with Mrs. Negative, but we still haven't made it out of here, and aren't we still missing a few of your guys?
What? I thought they all came with you.
Nope. Samuel called the retreat while the pirate and big guy were still fighting.
Well, then we got to go back. We can't just leave them there.
Wait, something's coming.
Well, wait. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Silas, where's Boreas and the new guy?
I was about to ask you. Samuel said he could handle getting Boreas before he told me to get out of there. I thought he was just going to teleport him out or something.
Well, then where is he?
Did everyone make it? We did now. Boreas, are you okay? I'm a little stiff, but I'll survive. Blackbeard, can you and your men lead us out of here?
With pleasure. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Samuel. Good job getting Boreas out of there. But I've been meaning to ask you, what was up with those messages you sent me? What messages?